This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I will do random news after this topic, so don't worry about that. We're not going to just be stuck on just doing this one thing, but this is a developing thing. So, Pookie Loc's son. So, we've had Pookie Loc's homies, Pookie Loc's son, and there's also, they reacted, and then also there's this new thing going on the internet that Jeezy tried to put out there a long time ago that, Gucci Mane is a snitch for talking about everything. When everything was very public, okay? So it's not really snitching at all. Anyways, let's first get to, we already did Pookie Loc's homie talking about he's smoking on that Gucci pack and that, Pookie, he wanted, he shouted out Pookie Loc and said it was very disrespectful what Gucci Mane was saying. He was talking about dig your man Pookie Loc up, because if you don't remember, on Stay Strapped, Jeezy put a $10K bounty on Jeezy's So Icy chain. 10 days later, Pookie Loc went after the So Icy chain and he lost his life, okay, because Gucci Mane, was either Gucci Mane or Pookie Loc. Without, if Pookie Loc was successful, you most likely wouldn't have many of the artists you have today. You wouldn't have the Migos, Young Thug. You wouldn't have just so many of them. You wouldn't have Young Scooter, Waka Flocka, OJ the Juice Man. You wouldn't have these guys. You wouldn't have the producers like Metro Boomin, Mike Will Made It. You just wouldn't have them at the same capacity. Gucci Mane was responsible for a lot of the blueprint that went down for music after him. Jeezy didn't put that many people on. He didn't share everything, He kind of had some people around him and gave him little features and did a little CTE album, but he didn't fully put him on. Think about it. Gucci didn't get anything really from the Migos or Young Thug. Young Scooter, he passed along to Future. He let a lot of these people just live and make money. Waka Flocka, he didn't take that much from Waka Flocka. Waka Flocka operated mostly independently. OJ the Juice Man operated independently. Gucci Mane wasn't selfish in this, but he wanted a movement. He wanted the 1017 So Icy movement, and he changes that up every once in a while. Gucci Mane is a little bit wild, okay? We know that, and he's a loose cannon. So after this happened, Jeezy, obviously Gucci Mane got arrested for the Pookie Loc thing, got released, and he rapped about it, and he said that was snitching. When it's public record, everything's public record. Gucci Mane publicly put out Jeezy publicly put out a bounty on that chain. Pookie Loc, it was public that happened. It wasn't a private thing. And it was public that Gucci Mane took his life and then got off for self-defense. So, of course, he's going to rap about it. I would rap about it, too, if I were him. It happened. And you know what? These guys are never going to be cool. It's cool. It's cool that they're not going at each other anymore, and the tension's kind of done, and nothing's going to happen from it. Gucci got that last little closure, it seems like, by being able to rap these songs right in Jeezy's face and see his reaction. Seems like he did the whole verses just to do that, right? Now, obviously, there's going to be backlash from that. Pookie Loc had a family, he had a son, and they're not going to like that. Their homie's gone. Did Pookie Loc make bad decisions? Of course, okay? But it's still, you don't want to be reminded of that and have someone kind of disrespecting a loved one's memories and legacy, A lot of mistakes were made back then. So Pookie Loc's son says he's getting threats now from the public, and then he says long live his daddy and all this stuff, and he kind of calls Gucci Mane a snitch and all this other stuff. Listen, man. All that stuff is cool, but, what happened. It was one man against another man. It's not like Gucci Mane hunted them down. They hunted him down. I don't blame him for feeling the way he feels and doing what he does, And I am glad that Jeezy and Gucci Mane were man enough to face each other at a versus and kind of have closure to this situation, because otherwise we would have just gone another 10 years with no closure to this situation. Are they going to be? Don't expect them to be in studio tomorrow making music. There was still a lot of real stuff that happened behind all this stuff, and it's not going to be fixed from this. probably will never get fixed. You can't really ever take that back. Like, sorry, I tried to take your life, bro. Sorry. You can't do that. But they're both in better places, and they have a lot to lose, and they're not going to let that happen. Going for, like the random news that's going on right now. Sarah Molina is talking about raising Tekashi's daughter publicly. Gucci Mane and Keisha Cole, okay, this is just like random stuff that's going on. People are really focused on Gucci and Jeezy now, just as we are, and that'll pass next week. Freddie Gibbs' ex-fiance files for custody of daughter. There's just so much. Gucci Mane, Jeezy versus Shatters Records. We already know that. I mean, everybody wanted to see that. Jeezy discusses matchup with Gucci Mane. I wanted to do this for the culture. Yeah, sounds good. He did. I mean, it's just having closure on that. Jeezy's at a point where he wants to move forward and have closure. That's why he did the therapy for the soul track and everything. I can understand that. He's moving. You can tell even by the woman he's dating, he's just in a different space in his life. And he wants to move as far away from the hood stuff as possible. He's just at that moment. I mean, he's in his mid-40s, That makes sense. T.I. claps back at recent warning shot from 600 Breezy. Again? 600 Breezy posted this on his IG story. Oh, 600. And then what did 600? I heard he was saying something about something. Oh, that's old. Anyways, guys, that's enough. I appreciate you guys. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. There's not a lot of new news, and that's okay. It's Sunday, right? It's okay. Honeycomb Brazy releases surveillance footage of him being in self-defense mode. Is this another one, or is this the same Jeep one? Because Honeycomb Brazy's been having some issues, man. Yep, it's another one. Wow. They're trying to get Honeycomb Brazy, man. Wow. Honeycomb Brazy releases surveillance footage in self-defense mode in a wild. So, Honeycomb Brazy is, wow, they're having like a full-on shootout. Look out, look this up. It's on Say Cheese Instagram. Say Cheese be having the real lowdown on certain stuff, I gotta say. Wow. Crazy, man. Anyway, oh yeah, I think this is the same one where he was in the Jeep. It's just a different angle. A BMW truck drove by and just started letting off at him, and his crew was going back and forth with them. And Honeycomb Brazy was in his Jeep. I don't know, man. Crazy. Crazy out here. You gotta chill out, man. There's enough going on in this country right now. We don't need more of this stuff. It's Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button, man. It's free. It's spreading positive vibes. We need to, if you're not going to support, this is a way to support for free. You don't have to donate. And this way we can use the money for better things. Okay. I'm donating a portion of my money to kids in need during the holidays. I usually take a few $1,000s and I buy kids gifts that can't afford gifts for Christmas. Their parents can't afford gifts. Kids don't deserve to wake up on Christmas without any gifts. So I try to pick at least a few kids and get some nice things. Gifts are expensive now. I already bought a few things. I bought some like PS4s because they're on sale to kids who don't have anything, some old, some like little TVs to play it on. I bought a few things. I spent about $1,000 so far. I got to spend another 1,000 or two. Like, kids need coats, shoes. You don't want to be played for your shoes, so smash the like button. It really helps with everything. I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Stay positive, stay consistent, keep that energy away from you, and try to come up with a game plan. I mean, we don't know what the next few months are going to be like. I know that Toronto just locked down. It's just weird right now. They have the vaccine. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if governors are just exercising their power or if they really want to keep us safe. I mean, there has to be a way to keep businesses operating just safely, There has to be. But, staying at home isn't the solution for everything, because if you have no money after staying at home, you might not be able to feed yourself or take care of yourself. So that's another problem that could happen. How are they going to fix it? You can't just print money to fix everything. So they got to, a lot of these governors don't understand business and how it's run and everything, obviously, and how average they're guaranteed a salary no matter what. Always remember that. These people that are telling you, stay home, these people will eat for the next 4 to 5 years no matter what. They're in office. They don't lose their job. Just know that, okay? Keep that in mind, that these public officials are guaranteed their paycheck every week. You're not. Protect yourself and just stay safe. Use precautions. Don't, use your mask. Be very safe. That's all I can say, because they don't know what they're doing, obviously. Listen to doctors, do the mask, be safe. That's all I could say, okay? Because, don't listen to public officials. I will listen to some doctors and stuff, but I don't know if a stay-at-home order is safe. I can't tell you what to do, but you got to keep your business running. I don't want to see anybody hurting out here. I love you guys, and I only say that because I appreciate you and I love you guys.